Hello everyone, welcome to Talk with Ini. I'm your host, Ini Ime Sunday. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic titled creativity. I know some of you out there don't have a perfect idea on what creativity is. So we're going to be having an expert who would be explaining to us what creativity is and how it can help us in our daily development, be it in our entrepreneur aspect and everything. Join me as I make welcome Mr. Muyiwa Fashakin, who is a coach in creativity intelligence. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So please, let's jump right into the discussion for the day. Can you please throw more light on what creativity is?
Okay. Let me start by saying that people feel creativity is a complex concept. Creativity is actually a skill, it's an ability, it's a process, it's a mindset. It's in you. That's the most important part. Most people feel when you say creativity, you think about artistic activities, music, something that involves a lot of expression. Of course, creativity involves a lot of expression, but it's not limited to those categories of people. It's in everybody. When I say everybody, I mean everybody. Let me jump into a situation to explain what creativity is. So I have a 5 year old. Okay, he's 8 years now. When he was 5 years, one day he wanted the apple drink. I gave him the drink. He went to the kitchen. I went to the bedroom. Few seconds later, he was shouting, "Daddy, Daddy, I'm creative! I'm creative!" I was surprised that what's this guy coming up with? He showed me the cup of apple drink, and guess what he has done? He went to the kitchen and sliced cucumbers into, and he hung one at the edge, just like a cocktail.
Wow.
And he brought it. I tasted it, absolutely out of this world.
Wow.
And I wondered, number one, my first question is, who told him that he was creative, or this is creativity? That means it's inborn, it's in you. But until you realize and activate it, it's still useless to you. So creativity is just the ability to do something extra, to do something unique, to do something new, to do something in a different way. I mean, this mindset, you just want to do it in another way. That's creativity. It's as simple as that.
So is creativity the same as innovation?
No, okay, and people mix it up together. It cannot be interchanged. But like I said, you are twin. One will lead to the other. Creativity will lead to innovation. Creativity, in simple terms, is think the idea or imagine the idea. Innovation is implement the idea. So this chairs now, this is the product of is innovation, but it's a product of creativity. Somebody thought there should be something like this, but the implementation is what is making us to see a chair today, which is innovation. So creativity is when you think it. Innovation is when you implement it. Creativity is when you imagine it. Innovation is when you do it. So there's a doing part. The thinking part is creativity. The doing part is innovation.
Oh, okay. So do you think every job requires creativity, or there are some specific things that creativity is supposed to be part of and there are some that it's not supposed to be?
There is no job you're doing that you don't need a quantum to the list of creativity. You need to deploy creativity into whatever you do. Anything. I don't really know what you're doing, but including I've taken trainings on for pastors on creativity and innovation. Pastors, I mean, people in ministry. I did a training for them, and they need it. So if those ones that is so religious and spiritual can need it, what about you that you are in the business of? I mean, what are you even doing again that you don't need creativity? So yeah, I'm just showing you the list of those categories. Teachers, I've trained teachers on creativity. I've trained professionals. I've trained entrepreneurs, business owners, and all that. So what do you need? I have a radio program in Just, and we ingest creativity into it, and it's different. And people watch us, people hear us from Australia, US, and it's a radio program in Just. So it's just creativity into everything we do.
So you're actually ahead of me, because the next question I was about to ask you is, can creativity be trained?
Now, there are two school of thoughts. Some school of thoughts believe that you cannot teach creativity. Some school of thoughts believe Some school of thought believe that you don't you can teach it. Some say you cannot teach it. But I'm in the school of thought that believes that creativity can't be taught, but you can help people to discover it, then develop it. Why we can't teach you is because you have it. We can only teach you how to use it. I don't know if you get that.
Yes, I think I
You
get
have
it.
it already. So how can I? You have something in your bag. I cannot teach you how to get. You already have it. How to get it is you already have it in your bag. So I can teach you how to use it. So if you have a phone, maybe one of these new phones, maybe iPhone. I don't know what the little bit 13 or
Yes.
Pro or whatever.
Yes.
You have it. I can't say. I can't be talking about you having it. How you have it. Why? You have it already.
Yeah.
So what can I do? How to use it, maximize it, is what I can be teaching you. And that's about creativity. We all have creativity. We are all creative. My 5-year-old boy knew that early. That is creative. He just expressed it. He just engaged it and he brought out innovation. So it's in you. We can't teach you, but we can help you discover it, then develop it. That's what I help people to do.
Oh, okay. So you being a coach in creative intelligence, right? What are the best ways to train people to be creative?
Okay, let me start by letting you know that the World Economic Forum some years back said creativity stands to be one of the first 3 skills needed to succeed in this century. By implication, if you're going to succeed in this century, you must be engaging creativity. Somebody said the future belongs to those who are creative. It means that if you are not creative and you're not engaging it, you don't have a future. So in this generation, I don't care what you are doing. I mean, if you are selling, what can you be selling? Let's say masa. I don't know for our international audience. I don't know how to describe masa, but but maybe masa or kose that has a bean cake. Or, I mean, whatever you are selling, it's not really the main. The main thing is that the approach by which you sell it. So I've said it many times. I go to speak. I said it is not what you are doing; it's how you are doing what you do, and how you are doing what you do should be powered by innovation. So if you bring out somebody selling cars, somebody selling helicopters, somebody frying kose, somebody into makeup, I say who's going to be richest here? We can't know. We cannot know until we know the approach they are using to deploy or to render the services they are rendering. So it's important we understand it's not much about what, it's about how, and the how should be powered by innovation.
Right. So you talk with so much passion as a coach in this field now. What is it in your personal life that has influenced you to choose this career?
I originally was a lecturer in university, so I lectured economics for 7 years, academically and professionally. So it got to a time that I was not okay with what I was doing. I just felt that I needed to do more than the 4 walls of university. One of my students said to me one time, he chatted me on Facebook after many years I taught him. He's a graduate, he's a lecturer, and he's into music. So he chatted me up one day and he was praising me on Facebook. I had to stop him. Hey, why are you praising me? I was paid to teach you. I didn't do anything extra than doing what I'm supposed to do well. So why the praises? The guy said, I don't know what I did to him. I said, whoa, I taught you. That's the only time I was done. He said, no. He said, do you know, sir, that I come to your class always? I don't miss your class. Yes, I know you don't miss my classes. He said, do you know that it's not because of what you teach us, not economics. That's why I come to class. Because the guy is actually very brilliant. He said, I have all it takes about your course. I have the books, I have everything. And it's very brilliant. He said, I come to your class because of those things you teach us, but it's not economics. Those things you say just in passing, why teaching. He said, that's the reason why I appear in your class. Now, that sends a message to me that, I had this way of life of doing something different. I just want to be different anyway. I want to do it differently. I want to say it differently. If you say this, others might be saying, wow. I can say, wow. My own is going to be different. That is exactly what led me out of the teaching line, and I entered into the creative niche. And that is what I've been doing after, resigning from my lecturing activities. So that my passion is driven by just the drive to do something different, just to be unique. And I call it what we call, there's something I call purposeful discontent. I'm easily discontent about situations that just stagnant for so long. Things do, like you are doing your show now, and maybe if there's the way you do it next week, and I want you to do something different next time. I want you to come up with something, and that's how I think. So that drove me out of my lecturing work, and I'm into this creative space.
Being a coach, having all these trainings and all of that, you do give out.
Yeah.
So how do you, on your own aspect, get motivated?
Yeah, but people, what the result I get motivated. I mean, the result is enough to motivate you. Because that result will translate to money eventually, and you'll be happy. Because the long run is that you want to make money.
Exactly. Now that you're mentioning the monetary aspect, I think I'm getting the whole thing.
The money, you will want the money. But I've said this several times that don't let money be your driver. If money drives you, you crush. You have a crash. That's the best way to crash. The fastest way to crash is to allow money to drive you. You will crash. I've never allowed money to drive me. People have suggested, why can't you make money? I said no. What drives me is there are three. Impact, influence, and transformation. I want to impact lives, I want to transform lives, and I want to influence lives positively. When you do those three, money will appear.
So rounding up now, I want you to throw more light on, there are so many dancers out there who feel they are creative. And there are so many actors out there who also feel that they are creative. Now, when we talk about creativity, we are talking about doing something off the ordinary, right? It's just you having this mindset that I want to do this thing in a particular way. You already said creativity is in you. The ability of you showing it out is an innovation, right? So, those dancers out there, there are people that are not valued as such in the part of this country. Do you think it's because they are not creative enough or they are not innovative enough? Because most people tend to get it all wrong. When you wake up one morning and say, I just want to be a dancer, and somebody will be like, are you this jobless?
We are creative in Nigeria particularly. We have a lot of creative folks. We are creative. I think innovation part is the issue. And the cry of many Nigerians, especially youths, that they say there's no capital to move to innovation. Then and I've discouraged that a lot by saying, stop saying there's no capital. The most important capital you need for any business, and I say this without any sense of regret, the most important capital you need for any business is human capital. The unique gifts, your unique talents, whatever you have within you, your creativity within, that is the number one. Others, money can follow. So people just have a very shallow mindset of, if I had money now, if I had that so much. I was chosen as an advisory board member of the United Nations World Creativity and Innovation Week, which was, I was the only African member. 10 people, I was the only African there. I did a program. Why they saw me was I did a program 4 or 5 years with zero budget. I celebrated World Creativity and Innovation Week in Jos. I did almost a week program. So they were, this guy is zero budget, because I had a way around it and I bought the best out of nothing. So don't always limit yourself by saying, I don't have this capital. Start something. It might be small. If you are waiting for capital, then you might wait forever. If you are waiting for investors, you might wait forever, because most investors want to know, okay, what have you done when there was no money? It's just like somebody that's looking for a job and I ask you, what have you been doing before this? I said, nothing. I can't employ you because you will definitely bring nothing to my table. You are used to nothing already.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayowa Fakasi.
To our viewers out there, it has been an amazing session with Mr. Mayowa, and we talked about creativity, and I hope that you're being enlightened about what creativity is and the difference it is with innovation. If you know you have what it takes to talk with Ini, kindly send an email to talkwithini@gmail.com. Follow our Instagram page as well as subscribing to our YouTube channel. I'll see you guys next time.